Welcome back to Popcorn Plots, where we find the best breakdown of the movies you love. I'm your host, Daniel St. Joe, and it's awesome to have you back for another action-packed movie review. If you're enjoying this breakdown so far, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this episode with your fellow action movie fans. Today we're taking a look at Die Hard 2. Die Harder. Now, sequels can be a mixed bag, but this one really delivers on the Die Hard promise of thrills and spills. We're going to unpack why this snowy airport escapade holds up so well, even compared to the iconic original. So imagine this. It's Christmas Eve, you're John McClane. You've just survived a skyscraper full of terrorists. And all you want is a peaceful reunion with your wife Holly at Dulles International Airport. But of course, fate has other plans. Almost immediately, McClane spots some shady figures lurking around, and his cop instincts kick in. Turns out, these aren't your average holiday travelers. They're a group of highly trained mercenaries, led by the ruthless Colonel Stuart, a rogue special forces officer with a vendetta. And their plan, not just a casual hijacking of the airport's communication systems, effectively holding hundreds of planes hostage in the air, including the one carrying Holly. Talk about upping the ante. What do you think about the stakes in this sequel? Let me know down in the comments. What's really interesting here is how Die Hard 2 takes the confined claustrophobic setting of the first film, the Nakatomi Tower, and explodes it outward. The entire airport becomes a battleground, with McClane having to navigate baggage claims, snowy airstrips, and even the control tower itself. But remember, unlike the first film, McClane is completely alone this time. No LAPD backup, no SWAT team, just his wits, his trademark grit, and whatever he can scavenge from this holiday travel nightmare. It's David versus Goliath, but with a lot more explosions and witty one-liners. And speaking of explosions, Die Hard 2 doesn't skimp on the action. One of the standout sequences takes place on the snow-covered airstrips. McClane is chasing one of Stewart's men and ends up in a brutal hand-to-hand fight on the wing of a moving plane. The choreography is intense, the stunt work is incredible, and the sense of danger is palpable. You can almost feel the icy wind whipping through your hair as McClane struggles to survive. If you haven't seen this movie, I highly recommend checking it out. But it's not all about brute force. Remember that part of the outline mentioned McClane's ingenuity. That really shines through in this film. Take the scene where he uses an ejection seat to launch himself into the air and take down a helicopter. It's a moment of pure cinematic brilliance. Part action spectacle, part slapstick comedy. And all McClane. If you love those over-the-top action scenes, give this video a like and share it with your friends. And then there's the iconic lighter trick, where McClane uses a trail of fuel to blow up the bad guys. These moments showcase McClane's ability to think outside the box, using his environment to his advantage in ways that are both clever and entertaining. What do you think of McClane's resourcefulness in this sequel? Let me know in the comments. The climax of the film is a masterclass in tension building. McClane confronts Colonel Stuart on the runway as Stuart attempts to escape on his plane. The snowy setting adds a layer of visual drama. The plane's engines roar, and the stakes couldn't be higher. It's a showdown that pays off on all the action and suspense that the film has built up to this point.
And of course, in true Die Hard fashion, McClane emerges victorious. Albeit a little more battered and bruised than usual, he stops Stewart's plane, saves the passengers, and reunites with Holly in a moment of heartwarming relief. Die Hard 2 proves that sequels can not only live up to the original, but also expand upon its themes and action in exciting ways. It delivers on the heart-stopping thrills, the witty one-liners, and that signature McClane grit that we all love. Before we wrap up, here's a little trivia for you. Did you know Die Hard 2 was based on a novel called 58 Minutes? It's true. The novel, written by Walter Wager, was adapted for the screen and transformed into the explosive sequel we know and love. If you're interested in diving deeper into the story behind Die Hard 2, leave a comment below, and I'll make a video exploring the novel's connections to the film. So there you have it, another Die Hard adventure down. Makes you think twice about holiday travel, doesn't it? If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you subscribe to Popcorn Plots for more movie reviews. Until next time, stay safe and keep those popcorn buckets full.